Hello everyone, today I wanted to share with you my favorite items that I frequently use for my Project Life pages. I'm pretty sure by now everyone is aware and know what Project Life is. If you do not, Project Life is documenting your everyday life occasions. Things that we do, like go to the movies or take our children to the park or just sit down and have an ice cream cone. They're everyday things and everyday moments that people may take for granted or just don't document. So that's what Project Life is, just remembering the moments that you have in life. It was created by Becky Higgins. She has an array of different kits that you can buy for Project Life, pages, binders, all different sorts of things that you could buy through Amazon. But I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I tend to use and which are my favorites for Project Life. These are the three things that I tend to always go for with working with my Project Life. I use these two corner choppers by We Are Memory Keepers a lot. It depends if you like your journal cards or pictures and things rounded. So these are rounders, corner rounders for your pictures or journal cards. The teal color one is a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch. So either you can do either sides for your corner rounders, or you can purchase the yellow one, which is 1/8 and 3/8. So that is the way that it will round your pictures. And I love these too. I gravitate to these all the time when I'm working on my Project Life. Then I also use my Imaginist brad maker. You can use a small fraction of your pattern paper to make brads to go along with your pages if you cannot afford to buy the flare buttons, which I'm going to get into one second. Flare buttons can be pricey. They don't cost a lot if you're just going to get, let's say, one pack. But if you're going to get into buying a few packs at a time, they can get a little pricey. So if you already have this tool in your home, this is a great way. And you can always get this from like a Michael's, AC Moore, Hobby Lobby with the coupon, and also the brad pieces to go with them. You can use the coupons for them. So those are three things that I always tend to grab in while making my Project Life pages. Other things that I like to use with making my Project Life pages are these flare buttons. And so many different companies make flare buttons. You could get them from, I think I got these from a Flare for, but I'm not sure. There was an Etsy shop. I think it was Kids Mom. I'm not sure which ones I got these from, but these are flare buttons. October Afternoon makes flare buttons, different kinds. Studio Calco makes flare buttons. So you can get flare buttons from just about anywhere. Probably eBay, Etsy, even some stores make them. You can also get flare buttons by Studio Calco. By Studio G, which is the Walmart brand. So everyone just about makes flare buttons for you to use. So they don't have to be that expensive depending on, what you would like. Another thing that I like for my Project Life are doodads. October Afternoon makes them, and most of the sheets are like this. You get a library pocket, something that looks like a cassette tape, and then you get some little sentiments here and then some journaling. So I do like to use the doodads for my Project Life. I also like using tidbits, or purchasing them rather, we're going to say tidbits. And you normally get a couple of tags and then also some journaling circles that you can use. And along with the tidbits, I like using the roller date stamps, because you can actually put your date on the tidbit with your roller date stamps. Now these roller date stamps, we all know there are several different makers and different kinds. Most of them come from either Studio Calco or American crafts, which there are several different kinds. In one moment you'll see a lot of the roller date stamps that I have. Some of the other things that I like to use with my Project Life, because you want to use embellishments that are flatter than more puffier, because your pages will be big and your book will be kind of puffy. So you kind of want to use flatter embellishments, if that makes sense. Like buttons, some, you know, stickers and things like that. So these mini pearls, they do tend to puff out just a little bit, but it's not that much. You can also put it on top of your page protector instead of sticking it on your pictures or your journal cards and then sticking your journal cards inside of your pages. You could do it that way as well. You can stick it on the outside and really no one can really tell if you're just flipping through them. So the choice is really up to you. But I do like the mini pearls that Doodlebug makes for my Project Life. Also, I am in love with these. These are called enamel dots, and you can get them from Studio Calco, and also my eye has them. You probably hear me looking for other kinds that I have. Let me see. Yes, these are other kinds that I do have. I'm not sure where I just put the other ones at, but they're like different colors that you can get for enamel dots. But I do like these when working with Project Life. Some other things that I like to put in my Project Life are paper bags. Now these are the celebrated paper bags, which can be found in Michael's. I think these are like $2.99 a bag, but if you're just going in there for like one pack, you can use a coupon. I try to use coupons for everything, or at least like the 25 to 30% off coupons off of your entire purchase. I try to get little things like that with these coupons. You can also buy these bags, the little mini bags, off of Etsy. You could get them from Studio Calco, different places like eBay. You can find these bags anywhere. But one thing that I wanted to show you all, you can make these bags yourself just by using the celebrated bags. If you buy, they come in red, white, and this craft color. You can emboss them, you can put glitter on them. But one thing that I love that I think everyone should have, two stamps, which is this one right here, and this is a Recollections one. I got this, I think, when it was like 50, all their stamps were 50% off, whether it was wood mounted or clear. So I bought this one right here, and you can use this on your paper bags to make your own bags if you get like the Recollections brand. Or if you want to put the dots on it, I think this is a great stamp to have as well if you're using dots. You can get it in the wood mounted or the cling. This one is by Hero Arts, but I believe Recollections have one just like this in the dots. I just prefer to have the cling. I think they were actually about the same size as well. It just take up less space. So these are two stamps that I think are good with Project Life. You can also put it on your journal card. So those are good stamps to have in your stash. Another thing you can use are these library pockets. If anyone has a die, you can buy the die to use these. I actually bought these from the scrapyard a while back. I think I bought them from Kanani. She was selling them. I'm not sure if she has a die or what to make these, but you could put like little notes or your movie tickets and things like that. You can also put your movie tickets and things of that sort in these little paper bags, which are like 25 cents a piece. So the choice is really yours. I love using twine with Project Life. These are just small embellishments I'm showing you that we already have and that we can use. One of my favorites is buttons. I'm not going to show it, but everybody knows what buttons look like. So this is great. And also like a hemp cord. You can also use that. Some of my most fave stamps to use with Project Life. When I started, I was so happy that I had already started collecting Technique Tuesday stamps, because a lot of her stamps are retired and cannot be found. So some of my favorite stamps to use is the Studio Calco Hero Art stamps. These are I think one of my favorite stamps besides the Technique Tuesday stamps to coordinate with Project Life. They're really cute when making journal cards and things like that. I also like to use stamps that you can journal on. Like if I stamp this, I can stamp it in any color that I want. and then I could just write all my details, what happened that day or whatever I want to do. I like this one right here because it say who, what, why, where, and when. I like this also when using Project Life or any kind of journal stamp, because you can stamp it whatever color that you would like to. And these are just some of the Technique Tuesday stamps. I have always loved her stamps because of the sentiments. I do have a lot of image stamps, but I'm more into the sentiments because sentiments can be used over and over and over and over versus the image stamps, you know, you can only use it at that time. So that's why I've always liked Technique Tuesday stamps. I also like Close to My Heart stamps. Close to My Heart stamps have a lot of sentiments on them now as well, and they are making them geared to the Project Life, I guess, because a lot of people are now into Project Life. But I do like a lot of the Close to My Heart stamps as well for Project Life. There are other stamp companies, but I'm just showing the ones that I tend to use the most with my Project Life. Another one that a lot of people like were these two right here by KI Memories, because they had the potty people on them, the glasses, you want things like that. Was then, this is now, things of that sort. So there's a lot of different stamp sets out there that you can use. And also this is another good one to use, which was by Lily Designs, and this one came out last year. So it still shouldn't be that hard to find because a lot of the new sets from CHA have not come out yet, so it shouldn't be that hard for you to find, but this is a good one as well. Okay, let me go over some inks. When doing your journal cards, if you're not printing them from a printer, I just like to have a various color combination of inks and also different ink pads. I think ink pads, even if it's the same color, like it might be a brand, it might be called this color brown with this company, another company. I just think that it's good to have a variety of the same color because all ink pads stamp differently. So these are just a few of the ink pad companies that I have. I didn't, of course, pull out all my ink pads, but I use them differently because they all stamp differently. I have Jenny Bolin inks, which a lot of these I believe are retired and hard to find. So I use Jenny Bolin inks. I also use Tim Holtz inks when I'm using my stamps. I use Close to My Heart ink. I just tried Hero Arts ink and it was good. I did like it. And I'll do a review on it on just like different ink pads and how they stamp. So that will be another video of different ink pads. I do like the Prima ink and I like these on wood veneers. So people who have wood veneers, these are great to color in your wood veneers. They're small and I just love them. So if you can afford, these are about $2.99 each. But if you have like an Expo or CKC coming in your area, try to go because this is actually where I got all of my Prima inks from for a good price. I think I paid maybe like $53. And if you get all of them, I believe they're like $78. So, you know, check out your local Scrapbook Expo or CKC. Another ink that I love for sentiments when using them on my Project Life is VersaFine. I just was introduced to VersaFine this year and I have to say this is my go-to black ink when using a sentiment. I absolutely love it. Another ink that we all use, a lot of people use this with Copic markers, but it stamps well, you know, with using other things besides images, is a Memento ink. So those are just a few inks that I do have. I will actually stop the video here and I will be right back with part 2.